What up, guys? We're coming to you with not a movie commentary, show commentary requested by one of our listeners, Jason Ritter. He asked us to do after listening to the How to Train Your Dragon Part 2. He requested we do a community episode called G.I. Jeff. And we are all about pleasing our listeners. So I'm here joined by Diego Olivares, who has not done a commentary with us since Armageddon?
Yeah, since Armageddon. That was the last one. Hi, guys. Armageddon was the last one. That was, it was a couple months back. We did Armageddon, and we also did Ford Failing before that one, and then American Beauty.
Yeah, we did a few. So this is a little different because we're not starting at the beginning of Community. We're not starting at the end. We're strictly in the middle, season 5, episode 11, G.I. Jeff. I watched Community all the way through, even when it jumped into Yahoo. I love the show. I love the writing. I love the characters. I don't remember much about this episode besides it being like the G.I. Joe, inspired episode and like the animated episode. So that's what I remember about it, but I haven't watched it probably since I watched it when it came out on TV. Were you a Community watcher or listener?
You know what? I actually, listener.
Yeah,
like it was like podcast. No, right. I actually used to watch a bit of Community when I was a few years ago. I remember it starred the guy from Web Soup.
Yes, yeah.
Joe McHale, who I thought was
the Soup, right?
The Soup. There you go. Who I thought was a genius as an actor, and I remember the first time I heard of it, I was
Donald
in class.
Glover.
Huh?
You don't know Donald Glover?
Oh, Donald Glover, who's our
Childish Gambino, and he's going to be Han Solo. Not Han Solo. He's going to be Lando
Calrissian,
right?
In that new Han Solo movie.
Uh-huh.
I actually think it's a good choice, by the way.
Great choice,
Lando. Yeah.
He wanted to be Spider-Man. They didn't give it to him, but
he got Lando. That's pretty fucking cool.
He's the animated Miles Morales.
And I just remember I first heard of the show. I was in a mass media class in community college, actually, ironically enough. And they were talking about the show is called Community. It was inspired by this writer who had a girlfriend who went to community college, and he went to go chase her or something like that.
Right.
And sounded interesting. I remember I saw it, and that was pretty funny. Chevy Chase was on the show.
Yeah, Well, he's gone by this.
Yeah, at that point he had left because there was some friction between him and Dan Harmon. But I just liked the show. I thought it was pretty funny, and I remember they homaged a lot of movies. I think the pilot one homaged
everything, dude.
Yeah, it homaged the pilot that I saw homaged John Hughes.
Right.
And there was one that homages 28 Days Later.
Yeah.
And there's even a sequence where they homage Goodfellas. They just kind of it's
pure
pop culture.
Yeah.
And
let's just get right into it, right?
Let's go into it.
Okay. So it opens up. It's animated. Cobra running in.
Oh my god. This is
I wonder if they had to get special licensing for this.
Who knows?
Were you a big G.I. Joe fan?
Not really.
Me neither. I think it was before our time.
This is 80s, dude. We're 90s children.
Man. I was more Power Rangers and stuff like
Power
that.
Rangers, or I was really
Batman animated series. And stuff like that. G.I. Joe was way before my time. But I did have some G.I. Joe toys, and I always enjoyed playing with those.
Did you like that G.I. Joe movie?
Fuck no. Those shits were terrible.
It was terrible, yeah. Channing Tatum even hated it, too.
Yeah, I think they're both not returning, right? Neither Channing Tatum or The Rock.
I mean, why should they return? They got better things to do. Joe McHale was actually, they brought him on the recent renewed X-Files episodes.
Oh, right. Yeah, I didn't watch those.
Yeah.
What
there's a few of them that stand out. Some of them are not as good as I was hoping, and this sucks because I'm a bit of an X-Files fan. I think it's something we should do in the future. We should definitely do commentaries for X-Files episodes.
Oh, that'd be cool, right?
Yeah.
I like how basically they use...
they're using the same style of what they're homaging. But I just wonder...
He just fucking killed the guy.
He just killed the guy. But I just wondered what the pitch must be whenever they pitch an episode to say, oh, we're going to homage this movie, or we're going to homage this TV series. and who knows what all the people at
Johnny
Corpers.
Putty. I mean, and then Dan Harmon went to make an amazing animated
Rick and
show,
Morty.
Rick and Morty. Yeah, Yvette Nicole Brown. I mean,
Allison Brie.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
she's doing her own show for Netflix. Oh, dude, Jim Rash won a fucking Oscar.
Yeah, didn't he write the Alexander Payne movie? Didn't he write that movie, The Descendants?
The Descendants.
Yeah,
and he also wrote fuck, dude, I it's slipping my mind right now, but it's the movie that followed that one is also great. Fuck, I can't. Government Issue Jeff. G.I. Jeff. Oh man, all the voices, like that show just lends itself, like it had a grip of talent.
Yeah. Look at the title cards too. I mean, they look like 80s title cards.
Yeah, everything, dude. He's been held in a court. I like this guy's headphones. They're just hats. They're just cowboy hats. That's kind of deep.
Well, let's be honest. He kind of does mention something that a lot of those, shows do. Where why can't they kill off the bad guys? Why do they have to save them and capture them and send them to jail? They're just gonna break out and seek revenge.
That sleep apnea guy looked like Dan Harmon.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
He's breaking the fourth wall.
Wasn't that what the show technically does a lot?
Yeah. Man, I love how deep this show gets and how like intricate the writing is. I mean, of all Community. I mean,
didn't Dan Harmon have a thing where he does for a lot of his writers, where he would give them his own techniques of writing?
I don't know his writing techniques.
Yeah, like when I think he does this on Rick and Morty, like he'll talk about the to his writers on that show about his writing techniques whenever they have to write an episode, and they just go from there or something. Oh, isn't that the film student kid, the guy who makes
Danny Putty?
Yeah. Oh my god! Now they're homaging the toys.
Yeah.
Oh my god! I mean, let's be honest. Those fucking.
I mean, like the cartoons were almost commercials.
Commercials were, toys. It's like Transformers.
Yeah. Oh man, I like how they. Oh man, I guess it just doesn't hold that same special place for me. That
no, it doesn't either. Because I wasn't a G.I. Joe fan.
Right.
Like I wasn't a G.I. Joe fan. Like we're '90s children. We grew up on Power Rangers and Ninja Turtles and stuff like that. Jeffrey.
It's just throwing away his realities.
His reality's warped at this point.
Yeah.
Last Days and Casualties.
Some of the best stuff with
for some reason this and maybe because it's animated, it kind of reminds me of an Adult Swim version of G.I. Joe.
That's what I was thinking too. I was like, doesn't this remind you a bit of like Robot Chicken? Maybe because they tend to use the G.I. Joe
figures and they do their own take on it, their own version.
Yeah.
I mean, who doesn't love the Robot Chicken Star Wars stuff?
Oh, dude, some of the best stuff.
Oh yeah. That's
why I eat my ass. Oh man. Oh man, I'm trying to.
That guy does look like Dan Harmon.
It does look like him, but I don't know
Imagine,
if it is him.
imagine it is. Like,
Uh,
was he still involved in the show?
I don't remember because I remember he got fired for a season.
That's just weird that you
Uh,
create the show and you get fired off your own work.
Smash Mouth.
The fuck? It's like Shawshank Redemption.
Yeah. Um, I remember like it was crazy amount of drama surrounding the show and the creator. I mean, I listen to his podcast once in a while, Harmontown.
Yeah.
I've seen his documentary on Netflix too.
Yeah.
About the podcast and about him like going on the road and basically what happened right after he got fired off this show and basically I think creating Rick and Morty like because I don't know if he was already
Well, I think wasn't Rick and Morty sort of a response for him leaving Community?
right
Like,
like that's what he started working on.
yeah. Oh my god, the way they run right is such. Again, the animation of those cartoons, they were done very quickly. They weren't
cheap.
They're cheap, so they would have to like cut corners here, reuse shots. It's like a lot of the Hanna-Barbera stuff.
I like how every time he mentions something, it just like it breaks the fourth wall. It fucks up with his reality of this. I'm trying to think if this whole episode is animated. Obviously not for the except the commercials, but I don't remember.
I'm amazed they actually had to create toys for these for them.
That's hilarious.
Nefarious ruthless leader wingman. Because wasn't the character of Jeff like he started out not as a hero but more of an anti-hero.
Yeah,
Like he was kind of a scumbag. He's a lawyer, but he has to go back to get his license.
Right.
And he meets all these characters, and they kind of start to humanize him or remind him of like what it needs to be a person.
Well, family
and friends.
He didn't like really have anybody, or like he was kind of detached from the family he did have. And he's always kind of been a loner, but he never really even had a license. He was just kind of a suave talker, and he talked his way through life, and he was kind of you just used people, and basically, I like how they always sneak up behind people and hit them with rocks.
Yeah.
Oh, Alison Brie, not Alison Brie. Jesus, what's I can't think of her name.
Who? The blonde?
Yes.
Oh, Julian
Jacobs. Her new show on Netflix is amazing.
What's her new show?
It's called Love.
Yeah.
With Judd Apatow and that's Jim, right? Wait, is this bald? That's that's the dude that does the HBO show. Shit. John Oliver. I mean, he looks just like him, and I'm trying to think.
Yeah, he does look like John Oliver.
And the bald guy is the dude from Breaking Bad, isn't it?
Oh, there's Ken Leon.
Yeah.
I mean,
I forgot how big he was for all these shows. Like,
I just remember him for The Hangover, dude. I'm a massive fan of that movie.
The first Hangover movie?
Oh, hell yeah. That movie, it's one of those movies where I remember the time going into that film and just the experience I had. It was
the experience of that movie.
It was hilarious.
The wave of just like
that kind of
like how it caught it caught everyone by surprise.
Yeah, it did. I remember the trailer.
It was like in the beginning of summer. I don't even know if
it was at the end of 2009. It was during the summer. It just came out of nowhere. Like the trailer was like, oh, it's pretty funny. You know, there's Mike Tyson, but then it just blew up and just became
word
a
of mouth.
hit.
I remember it being like, you guys, like I remember watching opening day, and then just like exploding, and then like everyone's talking about it. And
I remember I saw that movie the same day I went to go see Funny People. and I saw Funny People first, and I wasn't that impressed by it. I was leaving the theater, and
well, that's like completely night and day because Funny People. I mean, I like that movie even though it gets a lot of slack.
Yeah, I just couldn't get into it, and I just left the theater.
I like now how they're back in the community.
Yeah, I left the theater, and I decided I'm gonna go back and watch another movie. And The Hangover was still playing, and I went to go see it, and I just had an amazing time. Abed and Britta. Okay, the name. I haven't seen the show in a long time.
The longest, dude. Probably since it stopped playing. And I know it's on Netflix.
Yeah, I mean, there's Jeff, the main character, Abed, and Britta, who's like his love interest, right?
Right.
And then Annie is the Alison Brie character, and then who's the
Is it sold separately?
Isn't Alison Brie married to
Dave Franco?
Yeah, Dave Franco. Yeah. I just remember him as James Franco's kid brother.
Right. And dude, I completely love how it's like it went from like actually them out there
to now
broke
them
the fourth wall. Now it's literally them at school.
Yeah. This may be your delusion. Jeff Winger, there you go. That's his last name. Again, I haven't seen the show in like ages.
Is he ODing?
He's having an acid trip.
A psychotic break.
I'm wondering, did Harmon was involved in this one? Because this feels like his style.
I think I don't know. He laid the groundwork for all this, obviously.
Like kind of mind-bending, weird, self-referential style.
Layers upon layers.
Upon layers. And I think, to me, makes really great comedy, because he can do a lot with that. Imaginary Britta. A giant child's controlling you.
It's all his subconscious.
Yeah. Look at the rack I gave you. Oh my god.
Man, this gets deep, dude.
Yeah. How Neo in the first act of the second Matrix.
He just got smashed.
I watched The Matrix again, the first one recently.
Recently?
Oh yeah, that movie still holds up.
I've been wanting to see the first Matrix.
When's the last time you saw it?
5, 6, I don't know, years.
That movie, I just hadn't seen it in a long time. Man, it still holds up. The cinematography is amazing. The action is amazing. The storytelling, it's an awesome flick. The Cobra Commander reminds me of Mark. He reminds me a lot of Mark Hamill. The voice.
The voice.
Yeah.
The Joker.
The Joker voice. Hello. I can't do Mark Hamill.
No.
I'm not even gonna try.
Season 5, I think, is when Dan Harmon came back. Season 4 might have been when he was gone. Because season 6 is on Yahoo.
Okay. But it just gets me though. Like, he created the show. Like, he created something, obviously.
Right.
It's his baby. He based it off of something from his own life. Because I think he did go to community college. And to be told...
The pilot shot at LACC.
Yeah, and to be told that you're off the show, that just sounds kind of odd.
Yeah, but I mean, if you also got to think that like the creator can't start, shit with the
people funding it,
especially when it's network television. Like,
on a big
network television doesn't really take the huge risks. Like, there hasn't been a show like this on network TV.
Oh no, that's rare. Like,
not since and not forever.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to find risk-taking TV, you can go on cable or Netflix.
Yeah, but like stuff like this was just not being done on network TV. You know? and like this was part of the Community. Still came in the lineup with it was Community, The Office, Parks and Rec. I'm thinking
Right.
that was like a huge lineup Thursday night NBC. You know,
Right.
I want.
This feels like something out of Rick and Morty. This moment.
Is he coming back to life?
I think he is.
Yeah, because I'm like, once I realized Donald Glover is gone, I'm like, okay, yeah, so
Oh, he left the
yeah,
show, right?
yeah, he left in season 4, and yeah, I mean his show Atlanta is one of the best like comedy shows out now. So good. Wait, I thought that kid was the kid from
Oh,
Fresh
it's
Off the
reality
Boat,
within reality within, or I mean, a dream within a dream within a dream.
Inception. Oh, it is the man from Breaking Bad.
Dean to Dean.
I'm so sorry. What the fuck?
Oh my god.
You're 40. His born again episode, man.
1889.
I mean, from this, what I got was I want to watch more Community.
Oh, they have to add that little
Tag at the end.
tag
Yeah.
at the end, the public service announcement
But
tag.
Harmon sucks.
Look, Dan Harmon was in it.
He is sleep
Yeah.
apnea.
Yeah, this feels like
Definitely Don Harmon like.
yeah.
I don't know. What'd you think about the episode?
It was cool. I liked
It was
it.
cool,
It was
right?
very mind bending. Very it's comedy, but high concept comedy. Really
It's stuff
surrealist
that's
comedy.
just not
Yeah.
being done in network TV.
No.
Um, a lot of reality TV and a lot, and then just like really simple like comedies. I don't know.
Yeah.
I miss the days of like Arrested Development and Community where they could really go all out.
And just did something crazy.
Yeah,
about
stuff
them.
that's just
Yeah.
not being done. But I guess that's what Netflix and all the new streaming services are for, and
Yeah.
cable. But that's our commentary for GI Jeff, Community Season 5, 11th episode, requested by our listener. Don't say we don't please the listeners. We did it. I'm Nestor.
I'm Diego.
And that was our commentary for the Community. Thank you guys for listening. Remember to subscribe to our channel. And if you can, please help us out with our Patreon. it would be really nice. Thank you.
Take care.